A flooring company has been in hot water nationwide because of its high levels of a dangerous gas found in its products imported from China. Tonight, the ABC Action News I-Team found the problem is hitting Bay Area families, and a local lab hired to test that flooring is being sued. Investigator Jared Holbrook went digging for answers.
Some argue the local Clearwater lab in charge of testing formaldehyde levels for Lumber Liquidators is not properly qualified. We found they're accused of fraud and racketeering.
So let's get one thing clear.
Our laminate products, all of our products, are safe.
Shocked, appalled because it's not true.
Jessica and her family have been out of their Riverview home for weeks. After spending $5,000 on Lumber Liquidators flooring last winter, they later learned they had formaldehyde levels 10 times higher than the national standard. She says their 3-year-old daughter was constantly getting sick.
I broke down and I cried because as a parent, all you try to do as a parent is keep your child safe.
They're not alone.
What I do is I program it for 100 strokes.
Will Spates has been in the air quality industry for 40 years.
We're starting it right now.
Spates has tested levels in over a dozen homes all over the Tampa Bay area.
Every home that I have tested with the Lumber Liquidators laminate flooring has had elevated levels of formaldehyde.
For customers concerned about their floors, Lumber Liquidators is sending out thousands of free air quality test kits. We discovered this local lab here in Clearwater is the contracted company for those test kits. Their work is being called false and deceptive inside this California lawsuit. The Clearwater company Pure Air Control Services is in charge of the testing kits. In this court complaint obtained by the I-Team, the company is accused of fraud and engaging in unlawful business acts. It alleges the company is not accredited to analyze formaldehyde gas. The I-Team has learned the company is accredited by the National AIHA for mold, but not formaldehyde. But that didn't stop the Clearwater lab from putting accreditation seals on test kits they sent out to customers. Since the recent complaint, they removed the seals of approval from their products. In your expert opinion, are these kits effective enough to get the job done?
They really are not capable of telling a client whether there's a risk or not.
Pure Air Control Services also analyzes the test results. Lumber Liquidators claims out of 3,400 samples analyzed, more than 97% had formaldehyde levels within the guidelines of the World Health Organization. The problem in this complaint is that the company isn't using U.S. guidelines, which have higher standards. They're accusing Pure Air Control Services of being deceptive and intending to advance a conspiracy with Lumber Liquidators. Are these test kits giving people a false sense of security?
I don't think that they're doing a justice to their clients.
The Clearwater Lab's president, Alan Wozniak, declined our request for an interview. When asked on the phone why he used the accreditation logos on his products, he said, quote, "No homeowners know who AIHA is anyways." Back at Jessica's home, Spates tells us a wood sample test shows formaldehyde levels 10 times higher than the U.S. standards, and the air quality test shows levels 4 times higher than normal.
I recommend that they increase their air exchange and consider removing the flooring.
And that's exactly what they plan on doing. Jessica says she can't move back in until it's done.
So I'm just hoping that I can get some information out to other families that might have similar floors so they can protect their children and their families as well.
There are several class action lawsuits nationwide. Lumber Liquidators has recently stripped the Chinese-made flooring in question from their stores. We also reached out to the attorney of the Clearwater lab. They're declining to comment or submit a written statement. I'm investigator Jared Holbrook, taking action for you.
And just a correction to that, tonight an attorney for Ed Lab sent us this statement calling the claims both unsupported and untrue. Alan Levine says users are told to leave the kits out for 24 hours and then send them to Ed Lab. He adds the partner labs that do the analysis all have the highest accreditation standards. Their analysis is sent to end users with information about formaldehyde levels. Levine says Ed Lab does not make or distribute the test kits, and it did not design the screening process for Lumber Liquidators. Experts tell us if you have Lumber Liquidators flooring, contact the company immediately, and you should still consider getting an independent inspector. Just make sure they're accredited and have the proper qualifications.